Okay, good evening all. Everyone can hear me? Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, can you please confirm? It is clear, right? Done. So let's start. So in the last class, we are discussing about the data types, out of which we have seen the fundamental data types and along with the advanced data types, right? Now, within the fundamental data types, we have discussed what is meant by int. Int means a numerical value without any decimal. Float means a numerical value with decimal. Complex number means a plus bj, a complex number which will be in the format of a plus bj. In the Python, it is a plus bj, where a is the real value and b is the imaginary value. And true or false is called as Boolean data type, and which was in the text format or any combination of text format, it is considered as the string. So these are the five fundamental data types, where these five fundamental data types can store only one value at a time in a object, right? So these things we have discussed in the last class. And what is meant by typecasting? So we have seen how to convert from one variable to another variable. And particularly within these strings, we have discussed in terms of what is the difference between a normal int and versus a string. So if it is written within the inverted commas, then it is considered as the string. If it is not inside the inverted commas, then it is a integer, int type, right? Which is not having any kind of decimal values. Now, and we have seen the length of string also. In the last class, we have seen what is meant by length of string and what is meant by indexing, and how to extract the data using a indexing and using the slicing operations. This indexing concept and slicing concept remains same in the entire Python. It remains same in the entire Python. So in the tomorrow's class, means next day class, we are going to discuss the list concepts, advanced data types. There also indexing and slicing will be there, followed by tuple. There also indexing and slicing will be there. For example, NumPy libraries. There also the indexing and slicing will be there. Pandas. There also indexing, slicing will be there. Wherever the indexing and slicing operation comes, every time the concept remains same. Okay, slicing means Can you please confirm me now? It is clear, right? Okay, fine. Done. So in the last class, whatever the indexing and slicing we are discussing, the concept will remain same in the entire Python, right? So wherever the index numbers I'm using in the furtherly in the list tuples or NumPy, pandas, or in advanced libraries like artificial intelligence also, wherever we are working, the indexing and slicing remains always constant. If you are working on the single indexing, you are using the index, we can extract the value. You are using a single number miss, you can get only a single value, and here index error is possible. If it is out of range means index error is possible. But when you are working on the slicing, it will extract the multiple values. It will extract multiple values, and where index error is not possible. Here never you will get the index error. If it is not, nothing is available within that means empty string only you will get, but never you will get the any error. Here nothing is available means immediately you will get the index error. That is the difference between indexing and slicing, right? So these are the things which we have discussed in the last class, and along with the string concatenations, where we are able to add the two strings. We can add the multiple strings. Strings concatenation means adding of multiple strings. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss the furtherly some more related to string. Some methods are available. Now, here there are multiple interview questions in today's class. Multiple interview questions and multiple certification related questions will be there. Out of which the first 100% most in entire Python, this is most important interview question. Okay, what is the question, miss? Question: what is the difference between mutable and immutable objects in Python? Immutable objects in Python. This is the question. To be more precise, it is guarantee question for Python developer. They have to ask. Without this question, there is no interview only. Such an important question, right? What is the difference between mutable and immutable objects in Python? So basically, whatever the data types we are having, each data type is a object. Each one is going to create one different object. Now here we are having two types of objects. One is called as mutable object. One is called as immutable object or data type. Mutable. What is the difference between mutable data types versus immutable data type? Object or data type. Anything is same, right? Now here, if they ask you what is the difference between mutable object and immutable object, means many students, whoever knows earlier Python, many students are in the interview. Most of the students will say that if we can able to replace or modify the value, then it is called as mutable object, which is a wrong answer, right? Many of them will say up to this one only. If we can able to modify the value, they'll say, sir, where the values can be modified, where values cannot be modified. Simply they'll say like this. But answer is, if we can able to modify the value within the same object, then it is called as mutable. If we can able to modify the value within the same object, then it is called as mutable. If we can't modify the value within same object, then it is called as immutable. If you can't modify the value within the same object, it is called as immutable. If you can modify, it is called as mutable. Within the same object, this is important. This is highly important. Okay, don't say half of the answer. Able to modify the value within the same object. Now, what is meant by this? Within the same object modification. What is the meaning of this one, miss? Let us see. What is the meaning? Now, I'm writing A is equal to 10. I have written A is equal to 10. What happens? A is equal to 10 means it is going to create an object of 10 with A. Done. Now, immediately in the next line, I'm writing A is equal to 11. Now, what it is happening? It is going to create a new object of 11, or it is replacing within the same object. If within the same object, if it is modifying, means it is just erasing the value inside this and it is filling the value with 11, means then this object is called as mutable objects. If it is not able to do that way, if it is creating a new one, then it is immutable. That is the difference, right? Here, the int, float, boolean, and complex string, whatever the 5 data types till now we have discussed, everything are immutable only. Till now, I have not shown you which is mutable object. The mutable objects are advanced data types. Within the advanced data type, mutable objects are present, but here none of them is mutable. Everything are immutable, right? Sir, I think in the first class you have told that Python objects are created based on the value, not based on the name. Means that is applicable for the immutable objects. That is completely applicable for the immutable objects, right? So here it is going to create based all these fundamental data types are immutable only, including the string. For example, A is equal to, I'm writing A is equal to Siva. A is equal to Rama. Now, when I have written the A is equal to Rama, the Siva is not getting modified. It is creating a new object, completely new object. The old one, it is not modifying. We can't do the modification in the same object. Or, for example, in this only, sir, A is equal to Siva. What is A of 1? I, which is nothing but equal to I, right? Now, what I want to do is A of 1 is equal to S. I want to keep as S, string S. Means whatever the string S, this I want to store in the A of 1. In the A of 1 position, I want to store. Means whatever is in the A of 1, instead of I want to replace with SSVA, which is not possible, which you can't do. But if the same example, I will write once again. If the same example, I'm taking a mutable object. For example, there is one mutable object. Let us take one mutable object like this, where I'm having with respect to 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm storing this one in A. This is also A. Now, this is mutable object. This is immutable object. Both of them are having the same values. Okay, but this is a mutable object. One is immutable object. So if for mutable objects, whatever the mutable objects are there, for in this position, A of 1 is equal to 500. If you write like this, means within the A of 1 means this is the one. Here it is going to replace this value with 500. If it is a mutable object. If it is an immutable object, and if you write like this, A of 1 is equal to 500, it will throw the error that it is an immutable object. It will throw the error. You are getting some kind of error. Error states that it will not support the item assignment. Means you can't add because it is an immutable. You'll get the error like this. Sir, what is this and what is this? In mutable object, A is equal to a list of 1, 2, 3, 4. List is called as mutable, that we are going to see in the next class. Immutable means A is equal to string of 1, 2, 3, 4. Example is this one. So in the both the cases, it is going to create in the backend 1, 2, 3, 4 will be created in the same way in the both the cases, in that case and in this case. But this is a mutable object and this is an immutable object. Sir, how the Python knows that it is a mutable and immutable? Means automatically when you are using the square bracket like this, automatically it is going to select the list. It is going to create the list object. Right? Done? Now, so here my string is equal to hello. I'm writing my string is equal to hello, and my string of 4 means it is showing as wow. Now, if I ask in terms of my string of this one, and I want to replace my string of means my string, whatever the variable name, and with this I'm going to select 4, and I want to replace the fourth one, that is S, last one, I want to replace with S. Now it is going to throw that it cannot support the item assignment. For all the immutable objects, you are going to get like this. For mutable objects, it will accept. For mutable objects, it will accept. For immutable objects, it will throw the error like this. That is, string doesn't support the item assignment. You can't add the any value inside the string. Once you have, while creating, you have created a hello. Like this, you have created and you have kept the name as my string. Once created means rock solid. It can't be modified. You can't do any modifications. You can't delete, you can't add, you can't replace. Nothing you can do. Delete is not possible. Means delete, adding, replacing. Nothing is possible. Out of three of them are not possible for the immutable objects. Nothing is possible for the immutable objects. Is that clear? For mutable objects, if you are able to modify at least one thing, at least you can delete also, or if you add also, if you can replace also. I'm not saying the delete of the variable. I'm saying delete of the value. Value can't delete. Variable, okay, del my string. Directly if you write like this, variable will be deleted. Entire variable will be deleted. But I'm saying inside the variable HELLO, you can't delete O also. You can't delete even entire thing also. A object with empty cannot be created. But object can be deleted. Deleting of an entire object is common. Anything, irrespective of mutable or immutable, you can delete. That is not a problem. Is that clear? Next, sir, for example, let us write like this, sir. A is equal to hello. Okay. A is equal to hello. Again, A is equal to HELLS. First, A is equal to hello means what happens? It is going to create one object of hello. HELLO, hello, and name it as A. Now A is equal to HELLS. Now automatically A is equal to HELLS and name it as A. Now, sir, I have modified na. O was modified to S. You told that it is not modified, but I have modified, right? Yes, what I have told you, modification is not possible within the same object. By creating a new object, anything is possible. Within the same object, modification is not possible. You have created a new one. Not here you have erased the O, you have not replaced S, sir. You created a special one. So that same thing, see here, A is equal to hello. And if I ask a printf means and ID of A, similarly, A is equal to health means it is not replacing the original one. In the original one, A is already there. So simply health is, instead of O, you can write only S, right? It can modify, right? No, it will not do like that. It will create a separate object for that. Both are different. The object of this one is different and the object of this one is different. In this case, it is not got modified. Within the same object, it has not got modified. That is the difference. Separately, any object you can create as per your choice. That is not even considered. Right? Next, this is the first interview question and 100% interview question. And the second interview question now. Question number 2. What is the difference between, of course, I have covered even one more question also in the interviewer will ask you, let us take A is equal to hello. A is equal to health. Yes, you told that A is 0 cannot be replaced. I'm replacing, right? He will ask like this. Immediately you have to say, sir, replacement is possible, but two different objects. Replacement is not possible within the same object. This is different question. Right? Now, next question. Next interview question. What is the method? What is meant by method? What is method? In Python, what is meant by method? Methods are also functions. Methods are also functions. Same to same. Methods and functions are same, but applicable only a particular data type. Applicable for only, but it is applicable only for particular data types. They are applicable only particular data types. Now, what is meant by this? Again, let us take the functions. Till now, what are the different functions we have seen? First, print function, id function, type function. These are all the functions. Inside the type function, is necessary you have to take int only? Is there any rule? You have to take only in terms of float? You have to take only bool? Is there anything like that? No, these are applicable for any data type. If it is applicable for any data type, then it is called as a function. No, sir, it is applicable only for that data type. You can't even apply for others, miss. Then it is called as method. Like example, let us take like this. A is equal to small letters SIVA, Siva. A dot upper. Upper is the function. It is a function. Basically, it is a function. But this function is applicable only for the strings, where it is going to convert to the all the letters to the uppercase. For example, 1, 2, 3 is there. Int dot upper. What it has to do for that? How it will convert the uppercase? So, and 123.45 dot upper. TRUE dot upper. Or with respect to 1 plus 3j dot upper. What is the thing? So these are all errors only. So the error upper is applicable only for the string to convert the uppercase, lowercase to uppercase. If any letter is in the lowercase, that particular letter has to be converted to uppercase. Right? That function was created for that purpose. Whereas, what is the difference between a normal function versus method? Means functions are applicable for all the data types. Methods are applicable only for a particular data type. Yes, if you want, it will be obviously it has to store in a different variable only, right? Because a case sensitive, right? And the strings are immutable. Obviously, it has to store in a different variable. If you store miss, right? So, what are the string methods we are having? Within the strings, what are the different methods we are having? String methods. Okay, let us see one by one. The first string method we are having is called as strip. Basically, strip is a function, but since it is applicable only for string, so it is called as method, string method. Basically, generally, strip is called as function, but it is applicable only for the strings. So it is called as string method. Now, what is the strip? Strip means it is going to remove the spaces. Our strip is going to remove the spaces at the right side. Means within the, if your string is having the left side some spaces and right side some spaces, our strip will remove the spaces on the left side, on the right side. R strip means right side, L strip means left side, strip means both the sides. Right? So let us take an example. A is equal to space Python space. Okay. So it is going to create an object space Python and space, and this name is A. Right? So this is having left side one space and right side also space. Now I want to delete the spaces. On the left side you want to delete or right side you want both the sides are. So for example, I want both the sides. I want to delete on the both the sides whatever the spaces are available. Left side and start. Miss some why these spaces are required, sir? Sometimes we may get in the Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, whatever the column is there, the row starting letter will be the space. That spaces we don't require for analysis purpose. Then we are going to convert. In that case, we are going to use this kind of strip function. This strip function is applicable where it is required. It is not mandatory everywhere we have to use. Okay. For example, there is one Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, there is a gender. Male, female, space male, male, normal male, without space, female, male, like this if I ask. In this, how many categories are there? basically two categories. But if I ask the Python, what are the different categories means, it is going to print la male, female, and space male. This is one more category. Three categories are there total. So now these third category of wherever the space male is there, that you have to remove the spaces. Otherwise, in our class, total 3 category students are there. It will consider in this way. But they are not there, right? Actual data is not like that. So in my class, only males and females are there. And how many males are there, I'm going to plot them. And how many females are there, I'm going to make a plot. If there is a space male miss, this is a third category. So 2 students are space males. What is this? Which is a wrong analysis, right? So that instead of wrong analysis, first we have to clean the data. For cleaning the data, this one is required. Is that clear? Example, one of the application of I have shown you like this, multiple applications, all the applications. We are learning the basics only. I don't see the applications. See, in the Python, like similar type of English language. First, we are going to cover the letters. While I am explaining the letters itself, sir, where we are going to apply. If you ask the question, from where I have to say that one? A, B, C, D, I am saying now only. You are asking where we apply the A, where we apply the B, miss. From where I have to say that one? Just apply the logic. Using just you are training your one child, one new person, child. Let us take 4 years or 5 years baby, who is in the LKG. In the LKG, you are explaining A, B, C, D, like this. You are explaining letters. If the student asks you, sir, what is the use of A letter? What is the answer you are going to say at that time? In that situation, in LKG, what you are going to say for them? Getting the point? So once letters are completed, next words will be there. After words, next we are going to see the parts of speech. Then we are going to see the tenses. Once these are completed, now you can see the application in the communication skills, how to formulate the sentences. Now you can see the actual application. Without completing this one, I want this one, where I have to apply, which one I have to apply. Now itself, we are asking the questions means from where we can answer. Similarly, in the Python also, we are having the variables, data types, fundamental data types, and advanced data types, that is data structures, and input and output, and next conditional statements, followed by loops. Once we complete this one, now application is called as program. Applying all these things are program. In real life, how the programs works. You have to learn all these things. Then you can create the program as per the requirement. Now itself, if you ask the sentences, sir, you are saying was. Sir, where I have to use was? Was you have to understand means first you have to understand the past tense. The past tense you are going to understand here. Now, when I am explaining the words, you are asking the sentences means how we can explain and how we can train. The students generally, based on their excitement, they'll ask the questions in that way. But if you understand the scenario, okay, first we have to see the application means in this way. Just you go and explain to the LKG student ABCD, and if we ask the application, can you tell me the application miss? What is your scenario? Once you complete all these things, application means multiple applications will be there. Multiple. Respect multiple programs. But on the first day, first class itself, if you ask the application and show some kind of sentence miss, what they will understand, what he will explain. Getting the point? I can understand from your perspective also the same thing. But you have to see some kind of programs miss. First, we have to complete the basic part. Then we can see multiple programs. Is that clear? Now, A.strip. A.strip means it is going to remove the spaces on the both the sides, left side and right side. L-strip means left side. Left side of the Python, the space is removed, but right side space is applicable still. A.R-strip. Again, left side is there, only right side was removed. In this case one, it has removed both the sides, the spaces. In the right, in this case, it has removed the space of the left side. In this case, it has removed the space on the right side. Strip means remove the space. Strip means simply remove the space. Is that clear? Next, in every case, in all the cases, it is just printing. In all the cases, just it is printing because it is in the last line of the Jupyter notebook. It is not saving. It is just printing. If you want to save, you have to assign to a variable. For example, a is equal to space Python space and inverted comma close. Now a is equal to a dot strip means first right side part will be executed. In the right side part, a dot first a, what is the a means space Python space, it will collect like this. First a will be collected. For that dot strip will be applicable. Then it is going to convert this one to Python. Now this Python, now again it will be stored in the a, means a new object, because strings are immutable. So it is going to create a new object. Obviously the old object will be deleted. With the same name, no two objects will be available, right? The old one will be deleted. So first right side part will be executed and finally it will be stored in the left side. Right? Is that clear? Done? Got the point? Now, so here in this all the three examples, it is just printing. That too because it is in the last line of the Jupyter notebook. There is one and only line. That is also last line. Obviously, that is the first line, that is the last line. Single line only is there, right? So that is the reason it is printing. Right? Now, a is equal to good morning. Now here, if you observe this one, a is equal to good morning, GOOD MORNING, where D is caps lock, R, some of the letters are small, some of the letters are caps lock. Now, here, I want to explain with a simple example by showing you the notebook. I mean, Word document, MS Word. Okay. Now here, I am writing Siva, SIVA RAMA KRI caps lock SHNA, something like this. Okay. So I'm just zooming. So I have written the Siva, out of which some of them are caps lock, some of them are normal. Just I'm selecting this one and I'm clicking on this. There is an option, there is a button here, one button. I'm clicking on that and I'm saying that sentence case. There is multiple options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of which first one is sentence case. I'm clicking on that. What is the meaning of sentence case? Means first letter only caps lock and remaining everything are small. That is the meaning of sentence case. Okay. That is, you have understand the meaning, and if you click on this, it is getting executed. What is the backend code? Here there is no code. There is one code. In the backend, one code is running. What is that code? Miss? Nothing but the same, whatever I have shown you here, the example. Let us copy the same example. I'm copying the same example. A is equal to inverted commas. Okay, Sivarama Krishna. Now, A dot capitalize is the backend code. This is working. That is the reason it is showing like this. So when you click on this sentence case, automatically only S is caps lock and remaining everything are converted to small letters. So that is backend code is A dot capitalize. Whatever you are seeing this Word document, this particular Word document is called as tool. Word document is called as tool. What is meant by tool? Tool means where it will have the buttons, some kind of buttons or options. And that options we are going to click and it will work. If you click on that, it will work. How it is working? What is the backend code? Nothing. Just there will be some options. You have to just click on that. They are called as tools. For example, if you go to the Udupi restaurant, in the Udupi restaurant, in the cash counter, one person will be there. In front of him, there will be a machine. If I order for a idli 1 plate, he will click, there is an option called as, if I click on this button, idli will come out. Means in terms of bill, idli related bill, it will come out. Just he is going to click on that, and we'll get a one paper stating that one idli, one plate of idli, and we are going to submit, we are going to give this one in the counter, and we are going to take that one plate of idli. Now this person knows that if I click on this button, I will get a receipt of one plate idli. If I click on this one, it will print the dosa, something. He knows if I click on this only, it will work. What is the backend code, how it is printing, and how it is calculating everything, he don't know anything. If he gets any doubts, means he is going to contact the customer care. This button is not working, or this one is not working, or if I'm executing this one, it is giving another different answer. Like this, if he's having any problem, he is going to contact the customer care, right? So this, whatever the in cash counter, whatever the Udupi restaurant people are having, this is also called as one of the tool only. The tool is called as machine, billing machine. What is the difference between this tool and this one? Means both of them are having buttons, and we have to click on that. Both of them don't know what is the backend code. The cash counter person also don't know what is the backend code. This who is going to use the tool also, they don't know what is the backend code. They know only one thing, that if they click on this button, it will work. If it is not working, they have to contact immediately the customer care. Now, once this person is going to contact the customer care, and the customer care is going to take the whatever the problem he's having, that problem he is going to take. He is going to mention the problem. This particular problem he is going to send to the team. Who is going to send that problem? In the customer care, executive will lift the call, and he will listen the problem, and he will transfer this one. DevOps backend, there is a DevOps team, operation team. DevOps team will raise the ticket to the software development team, and the software development team will check that one, and they will solve if there is any software problem. Okay, is that clear? That is in the backend. It will process in that way. Any software tool, anyone is using some kind of billing missions, and it is working on any particular software, it works in the backend like this, right? Now here, what tools, whatever the tools are there, they are with respect to the buttons. Now in the market, we are having multiple tools, and learning the tool is very easy. Learning tool is very easy. Learning the coding is difficult, but learning the tool is easy, because just we have to click on this. In this, we have to click on the sentence case. This is very easy. Since it is very easy, salary is also very easy. Means in terms of very low salaries. Whoever knows that MS Word, whoever knows with respect to the tools, their salaries will be comparatively low. Only the programming persons or developers, they are having with respect to high salaries. Who are working on the tools, their work is very low. Their pressure is low, their work is low, salary also low. Everything is low. When compared to developers, if you're not comparing with developers individually, they are also high only. That is secondary. But when compared to developers, they are low. Now, why I'm saying all these things means, whatever this particular, how it is printing means, just you are executing this one. In the back end, the code is executing. Here, they have deployed that one. The code was deployed. Deployment. Simply to say deployment. It has been done with the deployment. Right? Now, so here, A.capsulize. A.capsulize means it is getting caps lock with respect to that to first letter, which is equal to sentence case in the MS Word. That one also I have written here. Next, A.title. A.title means if you are having multiple words, in each word, first letter will be caps lock. So in this, if you select like this, like that is capsulize each word, there is an option. This option is there, right? Fourth option. If you click on this, each word separately, out of which the first letter will be caps lock and remaining will be small. Okay, let us again. So some of the letters are caps lock, some of the letters are small, right? Now I'm selecting this one. Whatever I have selected, it will be selected in the backend one string. Whatever the selected area. For example, you have selected only this part. Instead of entire things, you have selected only this part from here to here. Only this part will be considered in the string. For that particular string only, it will apply caps lock each word miss. For that string only, it will take that. Since you have not selected this one, it is not applicable. Whatever you have selected, that is the string. That is the backend code. Your selection is the string. The string dot title is the backend code. Whatever the person has selected, the selected area is sent collected as the string. For that string, it is applying that dot title. So now when it is applying dot title, automatically I'm going to get the answer like this. The selected portion. Is that clear? Next, a dot upper. A dot upper means everything. Again, once again, I'm showing backend. Control Z. Okay. Now here, whatever you are having, dot uppercase. First option completed, fourth option completed, third option uppercase. Automatically everything are converted to upper. What is the backend code, miss? Dot upper is the backend code. Right? Similarly, everything you want to convert to the lowercase. Now you are having the data like this. Everything you want to convert to the lowercase. Dot, you are selecting this one. What is the backend code, miss? Dot lower. For each of them, one backend code is there. In the tool, if you click on that, it is working, miss. One code is there. Sir, what is that code and where the code will be visible? Sir, I want to see the code, miss. That is the patent. You can't see the codes. You can utilize them only. Okay, if the code is also is there, means you also create a own product, right? Like this. Similar kind of products. Sir, I know the code, so I can create, right? You can create. You are creating of your own is different. Directly Microsoft itself is giving the code and you are asking to create the one more product like this is different. So Microsoft, how it will give the codes directly? The company will not give the code directly, right? To the outsiders. Apple also has designed one kind of mobile phone and it is having some kind of patent. MI is copying from that, assume. MI or Oppo or Realme or something. China products are copying from this one, or they are creating with Apple AirPods, similar kind of as it is. What they are going to is directly Apple is providing them that one. No, right? They are copying and they are trying on that. Similarly, here also the same. Now, a dot lower means it is going to convert everything to the lower case, completely to lower case. Next, find. For example, a is equal to good morning is there. In this, you are going to find, is there any string? This is called as a is equal to good morning. This is called as main string. What you want to check is called as substring. You are going to check whether this entire substring as it is available in the main string or not. You are going to check whether it is available or not. If it is available, for example, I am checking with respect to string called as wo. If it is available, it is going to give the output as index number. The output will be the index number where it is available. If it is not available, it is going to throw the output as -1. If the answer is -1 means it is not available. If the answer is with respect to some index number, apart from -1, you are getting any positive index number. -1 is not negative index number. -1 means says that it is not available. Only the positive index number. If you get, for example, O is there. So O is available here, here, here. 3 are there. It is going to return the first one only. It is going to return the first one. By default, it returns the first one. Sir, I want 3 of them. Then you have to wait for the loops. Whenever you want to repeat the same code, that is called as loop. Repeat means loop. Repeating the same code for multiple times. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, like this. If you want to repeat means, you have to wait for the loops. Now, a dot find of O means it is going to identify and it will identify the index number. What is the index number of O is 1. So it is going to print the output as 1. Right? If it is available. For example, if it is not available, it is going to throw the output as -1. Right? Now, as it is going to identify. For example, Vovo is available. Vovo. Yes, it is available. Where what is the starting index number of Vovo? 1. So your output is 1. For example, you are asking with a small Gvovo. Gvovo is available. Yes. What is the starting index number? 0. So it is going to print like that. Is caps lock Gvovo is available? Entire, not with respect to G is not available, but Vovo is available. It is not going to check like that. Entire substring should be available as it is. It will Hey, what is the problem now, guys? Now, okay, right? Yes. So just it is going to check with respect to the count. Next one. So we are having with respect to different methods. Like one of the method is strip. Within the strip also, normal strip, L strip, R strip. 3 methods. Fourth method is capsulize. Fifth method is title. Sixth method is upper. Seventh method is lower. Eighth method is find. Ninth method is count. So till now we have discussed 9 methods. Next method is called as split. Most important one. Out of all the string, this is the most important method. Right? Most. When I say the most means, in the future you are going to use multiple times. The meaning of most important one means multiple times we are going to use. In the class, everything are important only. If it is used for only one time or 2 times means, okay. Most important, when I'm saying it is most important means you are going to use for multiple times. That is the meaning. Okay. So string dot split. String dot split means it is going to split the data into 2 parts. Okay. So it is going to divide the data into the parts. Split means divide the data. Split means divide. Dividing the data. Divide the data is called as split. By default, it is going to take space. By default, it is going to take the space. Wherever the space is there in the entire string, oh, here the space is there. First divide the data. One is my, one is name question mark is Sam. Is everything is into one part. This left side is one part. Again here space is there. Again divide. Wherever the space is there, it will divide. So now first part my, second part my question mark is, third part Sam. You are going to get total 3 parts like this. By default, it is going to take the space. Sir, I don't want the data based on the space, sir. I want based on the question mark. I want to split my data based on the question mark. I'm converting this one as a comment. So Python will ignore this line. Or simply you can delete also. Now I want to split the data into parts based on the question mark. So then wherever the question mark is there, before to the question mark has one part, after the question mark has one part. Now before to the question mark, what is there? My name. After the question mark is Sam. 2 parts. If you don't write this one, if you don't write inside the question mark, by default it will consider the space. If you don't write anything, by default it will consider the space. Is that clear? Next, sir, for example, let us take like this, comma. Okay. Now I want to split my data. If question mark is there, comma is there, something is there, and I want to string dot split. Now what happens? By default, it is going to take the space. Now, wherever the space is there, divide the data into parts. First part is my, second part is name question mark is comma, third part is Sam. 3 parts you are going to get like this. The output also will be the list of values because the multiple parts we are going to get. So it will be stored in the list. By default, the output is list. Whenever you apply the string dot split, the output is list. Okay. One of the most important point you have to write in the notes. Whenever you apply the split function, the output is going to be the list of words. It is going to be the list of words. Right? Now here, A is equal to Siva Rama, comma, space Krishna. I am having space Krishna. And A dot split. Split means, what is the split means? Meaning of split? Divide the data. Here, what I have given, is there any inside a comma or question mark or something? Nothing. By default, what is space? So wherever the space is there, space is here, space is here. So Siva, Rama, comma, Krishna. Rama, comma is also as one word. And Krishna is separately one word. Before to the space and after to the space. You should not consider the space. Is that clear? Got the point? Next, join function. The next method is called as join function. A is equal to data comma science, list of data comma science. What is meant by list? List means which are having the values in the square bracket are called as list. Simple as of now. As of now, you can understand whatever the values you are having inside the square brackets. Inside the square brackets, whatever the values you are having, they are called as list of values. They are called as list of values. As of now, please understand in this way. Clearly about the list, we are going to discuss for one class. 1.5 hour class is only for list. Exclusively list only 1.5 hour we are going to spend in the next class. That is an important one because based on the list only, multiple libraries are created. Right? Now here, we are going to use the join. Means when we can use the join means when we are having the list of values and those list of values, if you want to add side by side, then you want to take the join. Means nothing but in the backend, it is going to do the string concatenation. Backend is string concatenation. Means data plus science. If you write like this, what happens? In between, what you are going to get? Nothing, right? As it is, no space, nothing will be there. Everything will be included. Data science, everything is one word, single word. This is called as string concatenation, which is also called as join. So here, whatever the empty is there, how we can write, what is the syntax for join? Means first you have to take the list of values which you want to join. Then you have to apply this one, the starting dot join of A. Now what is this one? Means here, whatever you are keeping inside this one within this inverted commas, that will be used to join between the words. For example, you have not given anything. So between the words, nothing is required. So data science asterisk will be printed. It will join just data science. In between, I don't want anything. For example, here I'm writing the within the inverted commas, some space I have written. Means whenever you are joining two things in between, you have to keep the space. So data and science space. For example, third word is there, data science by. Fourth word, SRK. 4 words are there. Automatically what happens? For every 2 words in between, it is going to take the space. Data science by SRK. Between, it will join the 2 words using the space. This one will be joined using the space. This one will be joined using the space. This one will be joined using the space. For example, in between them, you want instead of space, comma. You are writing comma. What happens? In between data and science, comma. Science and by, comma. By and SRK, between them, comma. So data, comma, science, comma, by, comma, SRK. In between, just it is going to use like that. Right? Is that clear? Next, instead of space or comma, now I want colon. What happens? Data's colon, science colon, by colon, SRK. Okay. So double colon, whatever you want in between them. 4 colons, sir, at the rate of, sir. Okay. 3 colons at the rate of colon. Data, 3 colons at the rate of colon, science. 3 colons at the rate of 1 colon with by. 3 colons at the rate of 1 colon, SRK. It is going to print like this. Whatever you have written in between, it will take the between them and it will join. Is that clear? Means simply to say this is one object, this is one object. If you want to join like this, in between them, if you are applying anything, that one is called as join. In between, whatever you are applying between them is called as join. Nothing you are using means nothing will be there. If you write some gum or favicol something, the favicol is called as the first one. Is that clear? Next one is called as a replace. Next one option is called as a replace. A replace means it is going to replace. Now interesting question will be there. Very important interview question is there, an interesting question. Now S1 is equal to good morning. Now it is going to create one good morning. And it is going to name as S1. Now S1 dot replace. You are asking to replace S1 dot replace. First, before right side part and left side part, only right part will be executed first. So ignore this one. What is there? Ignore. S1 dot replace. What is there in the S1? Good morning. In this one dot replace. So first it will collect the data. Good morning dot replace. Wherever the caps lock GOOD is say, replace with BAD. This is the previous one, and which one you want to replace, you have to write in the second position. First position is with respect to the previous one, which one you want to replace. With what you want to replace, that you have to write in the second. That is the syntax. Now, what it is going to do, wherever the good is there, it is going to replace with the bad. So, bad morning. Now, this bad morning, now whatever the bad morning is there, this bad morning will be saved in the S1. Means it is going to add bad morning with S1. Because string is an immutable object, it created a new object. If the string is mutable, it will replace in this object only directly as a bad. Now the interesting question, what is the interesting question means, for example, S1 is equal to good morning, and again S1 is equal to S1 dot replace. For example, if I ask like this, I'm in the first I'm writing S1, print S1 means good morning. It will print the good morning. If I ask S1 is equal to S1 dot replace good with bad means print S1. Now what is the latest S1? Bad morning. Sir, S1 good was replaced with bad, right? Now the interview will ask you like this. Hey, replace is there, right? Replace function you can replace, right? In the strings also you can replace by using string dot replace method. You are saying strings are immutable and you can't replace, but strings dot replace function is available, right? Now immediately you have to say, sir, it is possible, but the ID of first one and the ID of the second one will be different, sir. Means two different objects are created. Both are not same. That you have to explain. ID of S1 and this ID both are different. Two different objects. Replacements are done in a different object, not within the same object. If it is done in the same object only, it is called as mutable. Different objects means you can create multiple. Then it is not considered. Is that clear? Your interview will ask, in the interview, they will ask like this. Done? Next, good morning, good. Something you are having like this. Now string dot replace good with bad. Now if you ask the question, you'll have the wherever the good is there, it is replacing everything with the bad. Is that clear? So these are the various methods. Apart from that various methods, still we are having the multiple methods within the string. What are the different methods? Miss is digit is one of the method. Is digit. Is alpha numeric. Alpha num. This is also one of the method. These are all the methods. So here, whenever there is a is word, is you are asking as a question. Is alpha is digit means is your entire string is consisting of only the numerical values. Digit means digits. Only digits are available. It is asking as a question. Is your string is consisting only of the digits. It is asking as a question for us. Is digit means it is asking as a question. Our answer is either true or false. Whenever there is a word of is, the output will be either true or false. Remember this. In the Python, whenever you ask as a question is, output will be always with respect to true or false. Right? So here we are having is digit. E digit means first my string. What is there in the my string? Siva 1, 2, 3. This is my underscore string. Now my underscore string is digit means inside that whatever the values are there, only digits are available. True or false? False. So it is going to give the output as false. Next is alpha numeric means alphabet followed by numeric. True. Output is true. Is alpha means only alphabets are there. Is title. What is meant by title? First letter of every word. First letter of, if multiple words are there, first letter should be caps lock. Then it is called as title. Now here in this case, Siva is caps lock. S is caps lock. First letter is caps lock. True or false? Condition satisfied? True. Is upper means everything should be in the upper case. Is lower, everything should be in the lower case. Is space means in the given string, is there any one of the character space is available? No, not available. false. End with yes means last letter is yes out of all of them. That is, it is going to check like my string of -1. Last one is -1. Index number -1 is equal to yes. It is checking in this way whether it is equal to. If you write single equal to means it is going to assign. If you write double equal to, it is going to compare both the values. It is going to compare. So that is output here. It is 3. Whether 3 is equal to yes, it is going to compare. So answer is false. Starting letter is caps lock S. Starts with caps lock S. Yes, true. So false, true. F T F T F F F 4 F's and followed by T. This is the output. So just if I execute this one, F T 4 F's and 1 T. Is that clear? So these are the various string methods which we are going to use in the data science. Yes, if there is a space only, it will return as true. If there is no space, it will not return as true. Yes, you can try with the spaces. For example, a string of one space, single space. You can try with the string of Shiva space, Rama space, Krishna. At least one is there also, right? Done. So these are the various methods which are available in the strings, which are used for data science. When we are doing on the text data, when we are working on the data science application on the text data, in that case, strings are most important part. Okay. So in the Twitter, for example, in the Twitter, someone has written the tweet and entire things will be stored in a single string. Tweet number 1. Tweet number 1. Second tweet will be stored in the tweet number 2. Tweet 2. Like this, it is going to save the every tweet. And later, we are going to understand this tweet, whether it is a positive one or a negative one. That we are going to analyze. Okay. So when we are going to work on the text data, in that case, strings are most important. Is that clear? Now, let us see the chat box. So whatever the videos are there, I'm going to share you all the videos till now, whatever the classes we have completed. With this today, the entire basic classes are completed. Right now, just give me a minute. So videos, recordings, the list of recordings I'm going to upload in the Google Drive directly, already in the temporary drive and in the permanent drive. And next, just a minute. End of the session. Those who have paid today, sir, explain. Just a minute. Your admin has sent some kind of messages. Let me check that messages. Those who are paid for them, today sir will explain how to join the class in the Naresh IT at the end of the session. Okay. As soon as enroll the course from Monday, new link. Okay, guys. So online students. Okay. Now the thing is for online students. Online students from Monday onwards. From Monday onwards, the link will change. Okay. Only the paid students will receive the link. The new link will be received only by the paid students. Okay. All the free classes, including today, total 9 free classes you have attended. And from Monday, only the Now, now it is clear. It is audible, right? Now, yes. So from Monday onwards, you have to click on the login and there is an option called as student login, right? So once you go to the nareshit.com, there is an option called as login. Now here you have to enter the email and password, and this password and whatever the phone number and email ID, whatever the phone number or email ID you have shared to the admin and password, you are going to receive the password from the admin, from your admin. Admin is Rajeshwari. Your online admin is Rajeshwari. So madam is going to share you the ID and password. She is going to share you the ID and password to your WhatsApp, to your WhatsApp number by Monday morning or by Monday afternoon. Maximum is by Monday afternoon, you'll get that one. Using that, you have to enter your mail ID and the password. Then you have to click on the login. Once you click on the login, after clicking on the login, now there is an option called as live classes. So just I'll show you that one also, just a minute. So this PDF also I'm going to upload for online students step by step. First, you have to click on the nareshit.com and their student ID, and you have to click on the mail and password. And first you have to enter the mail ID and password, which will be shared to you or by Monday afternoon 2 p.m. That is the time. If you have not received, you can contact the admin. Okay. Whoever has paid, everyone will receive automatically ID and your mail ID and password. Using that mail ID and password, you have to click on the login. Once you click on the login, you'll get a dashboard in this way, where you have to click on the My Account. Within the My Account, you have to click on the dashboard. Once you click on the dashboard, there is an option called as live classes. Just click on the live classes. Automatically, you can see my class, right? Full stack data science by SRK at the rate of 6 p.m. Then whenever it is 6, means 10 minutes before 5:50, the join option will be enabled. Every day 10 minutes before to that, it will be enabled, and you have to click on the join. And once you click on the join, automatically it will be redirected to your Zoom. And if anyone are facing any issues, please enable all the cookies on your browser. So if it shows some kind of cookies, miss, please enable, accept the cookies from our site. Then only it will open, right? And you can even log in through the mobile also. Naresh IT mobile app. There is a Naresh IT mobile app which is available in the Android, right? Just click on the open, and here it will ask the user ID and password, and click on the login. Once you click on the login, there is an option called as live classes. Once there is an option called as join, click on the join. Either you can attend using the desktop or laptop, or using your mobile phone. From Monday onwards, online students, all the online students, you have to use this one only. No further link will be shared directly. No Zoom link will be shared to you. You have to work in this process only. 100% you have to work in this process. Separately, they are not going to send any kind of Zoom ID. Is that clear? And I'm going to upload even this PDF also in the Google Drive. Right? Any questions, online students? The mail ID and along with the password. Obviously, you are having the mail ID with you, right? Your mail ID, whatever you have used it for registration process, the same mail ID. For that ID only, they are creating the password. And once the password is created, they are going to share you the passwords to individual WhatsApp number. Done? And you have to click on the join and join the classes. Is that clear for all the online students? And in the future, If any online student wants to shift from online to offline, immediately they will disable this option and you can continue in the offline. Any one, either that one or this one, any one is possible. Immediately they are going to disable this one and you can attend the offline classes. Similarly, offline students, you want to shift completely to online, you have to make a request. So automatically they are going to create one password for you for your mail ID. Then you can also access the same way. So 10 days I want to go for this one, and after 11th day again I want to come for offline. Again 10 days I want to go. Some days I will be offline, some days I will be online. I'll be in the travel. So you can provide both the things. Don't ask this type of questions. It is not possible. Either that or this. Any one will be possible. Choice is yours, but one is possible. Okay, one-time conversion also possible. Later, sir, for few days I went my hometown, sir, I have converted to online. Again, I'm asking for offline, miss, these people are not allowing. Don't raise the complaints. They'll not allow. That is the rules. Okay, I'm saying everything in the starting only. They'll not allow. One time, okay, you are making a request and they're accepting the request also. If that is the same and you are continuously doing that one, you are not only the student of Naresh IT. In the Naresh IT, we are having almost multiple batches and multiple students to whom we have to remember and to whom we have to do all these things. Is that possible manually? That is the reason. Simple. Sir, only for 5 days enable that one. Like these options are not available. After 5 days again disable. We can't write the notes every day. We can't keep one diary and oh, this particular student has asked us 5 days. He'll go to the Monday to his hometown and he'll return on Friday. Again on Friday, I have to disable this one. We are not able to write that notes. And one student will ask for 2 days permission. And after going to hometown, sir, please extend my leave, sir. There is also possibility. From where all these things are possible? For one student, one admin has to be there in that case. Right? So please make sure. And what is this online lab sessions? From 2 to 4, that is common. 2 to 4 in between, you are going to attend the online lab. Online lab means whatever the questions you are having. For example, I'm going to share these strings notes. You are going to practice. But after practicing, you'll get some doubts. You can ask between 2 to 4 p.m. In between 2 to 4 p.m. every day, you can use that Zoom ID, particular Zoom ID and password, and you can ask the doubts. Right? Already I have shared you this Zoom ID also, right? In the classroom, who are the members of classroom, they can use that Zoom ID and password. Who are not in the classroom, they can't use. Is that clear? And now coming to this videos, as one of the student is asking, what about the recording videos? Whoever has enrolled for the course, now these classes till the Friday, means including today. So these 9 classes, including today, total 9 classes. These 9 classes, we are going to provide free videos. Okay. And that too, first video, second video, and third video, save it. 100% save it. After 4 months, just cross verify whether what I have told in the demo and everything was matched or not. Okay. Don't expect something more. Don't expect something less. If you expect very high, automatically I may not reach your expectations. So that is the reason I have clarified everything in the starting demos itself. Whatever I'm going to explain, what other things will be covered. Sir, I expected this one, sir. What one, sir? Without, did I tell that one to expect? No, right? So make sure of that. So 9 classes, whatever the 9 classes, free videos are there. So we are going to provide this one at free of cost. These are all the 9 classes. And this will be provided in the Google Drive. Directly, I'm going to upload this one in the Google Drive. Apart from these free classes, if you want the videos, miss, you have to pay the 5,000. Whoever has paid additionally 5,000 for the videos, that is 15,000 plus 5,000, which is of total of 20,000. Whoever has paid for this, they are going to receive one mail from the Naresh IT. And in that mail, there will be a link. For the videos, there will be a link. And you have to click on the link. If you click on the link, automatically, there it is going to ask once again ID and password. Your whatever the mail ID and password. And once you click on that, then you can see the video. Every day's video will be automatically uploaded by next day 10 a.m. because the class will be completed at 7:30. Immediately after 7:30, none of them is going to work in the Naresh IT. So they are going to process the same thing in the tomorrow. So by tomorrow morning 10 a.m. it will be uploaded in that, right? If it is morning class, miss, by evening it will be uploaded. Since it is evening class, next day morning, right? Is that clear, guys? So whoever has paid 20,000 course fees, so they are going to receive a link. Sir, I have paid for the videos, including 20,000. I have paid only 10,000. For videos, no part payment is allowed. If you require videos, means you have to make a complete full payment. That is the rule of Naresh IT syntax, right? So whoever has paid, whoever wants the videos, they have to pay the full payment. So I already paid 10,000, sir, but I'm not able to receive the videos, miss. No, you can't receive. For videos, you have to make the 100% payment. Is that clear, guys? Still any questions? Yes, Satish, you can type your question. Sir, you have paid the entire fees, but admin has not even taken my mail ID details. Then how I can approach to join the classes? Automatically, while joining the classes, Zoom ID, from where you have got this Zoom ID? For example, assume that you have got from your friend, assume. For Zoom, to access into this Zoom class, first you have filled the registration form, your name and your mail ID, come from the mail ID, you have filled that one. And after that only you have clicked on join, right? So already you have given your mail ID, right? Got the point? Yes. From Monday, are you starting from the first, or we have to cover it from the demo videos? From the demo videos. Already regular classes has been started and it will be continued. From the Monday, we are going to discuss the advanced data types. Nothing will be repeated. These are not called as demo videos. They are called as free classes. Okay. Let us use the technical word of free classes. Meaning is same only, technical word. Right? Clear, guys? Still any questions? So the online process, how to join these online classes, this PDF along with the today's class, and along with that, what is the next one? Videos. Videos, whatever the recordings, this PDF, I mean, this one, this text document, everything I will upload in the Google Drive. Okay. Yes. Is that clear? Python class is also at 6 p.m. How we can manage? It is not mandated that you have to join in that batch only, right? In next 10 days, again, new batch will be started. You can join in that. It is not mandatory that you have to take 6 p.m. batch only. You can take anything, any one as per your choice. In the next 4 months, at least 12 batches will be there. Every month, 3 batches will be there. New Python batches, 3 will be there. On an average. Minimum 2 is pakka. Out of that, you select. Manikanta, is your question is clear? Now, many of them has assumed that class is completed and they have left, but class was not completed. Okay, we are going to continue the topic. Right? In between break, interval. Interval was over. Right? Let us start the second part of the class. Is that clear? SQL, how you will teach, sir? How I am teaching Python also same way. Right? Not only SQL, not only Python, not only statistics, everything I will teach in the same way. What we are doing now, the same. Sir, what if someone working on the whole day and have some queries? How can Naresh IT can someone to solve? Yes, first you are going to try with that time, whatever the 2 to 4 p.m. I have given. That is one option. Still, your problem was not solved, or in that time it is not possible. You can send that doubt to my mail ID. I'm going to share my mail ID in the Monday's class. I will share you the my mail ID. You can send me that. What are the question, and I will reply for that. Right? But not immediately. Don't expect instant. For example, you are sending at 6 minutes. For example, at morning 9 o'clock. I am having different batch, right? I will be in the class. And at the same time, you are getting the mood at night 11 o'clock and you have started working. At that time, you have got miss. You can't send the mail. Don't send like that. Right? So if you send also, I'll give the reply as per my free time. Within maximum 24 hours, I will give the reply. That is the maximum time. You have got the mood at 11 o'clock, miss. I can't sit in front of system at 11 o'clock, right? Triveni, sir, I have already paid the complete fees. When I will get the Google Classroom access? By Monday, everything will be solved. Automatically, everything will be done by Monday. Right? Nothing will be there. By Monday, Classroom access, this one, that, everything. Clear? So let's start the next topic. Actually, I used to not to discuss the next topic since many of the students has quit. I'm explaining this one. Did I told that if not in if class was completed, you can quit? Did I told that one? No, right? Miss, they are not focusing on the class. So since they are not focusing, so I'm explaining the new topic, right? While in the class, we have to have a focus. I didn't told that if your class was completed, you can quit. If you're not having any questions, miss, you can quit. Did I told that one? No. If you are quit, miss, that is of your own personal choice. You have quit. Right? Next topic is called as input. Next topic name is called as input function. Now, till now, whatever the value is there, that value we are assigning to the variable directly. That is A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Directly we are assigning. But you have to ask the user to enter the value. Instead of directly writing like this, ask the user to enter the value, and then after entering the value, you store that one in the variable. Ask the user to enter the value. So if you want to ask, it will take the input from the user. In Python, we are having the input function. So what this input function means, it will take the value from the user. It will color the value from the user. Right? Now, here I'm writing as input. Input of means, now it is going to print a rectangular box. In this rectangular box, whatever you are typing, it is going to color the value. And this value will be stored. For example, I'm typing something like data science. Now this will be collected. Now here it is printing because this is in the last line. Now if you want to store the same information, n is equal to input of. Now what happens? Now it is going to print. Whenever there is an input of is there, automatically one new rectangular box you are going to get. In this rectangular box, whatever you are going to enter is the value. You are entering the value. The value is called as data science. Right? And here I am entering the enter button. Don't enter the shift enter. To execute the cell is shift enter. But here you have to just enter only. Simply enter. Now if you enter, now what happens means, here n is equal to input of. Input of means it is going to take the data science. Now n will be stored with the data science. It is storing the data science. If you print n, data science. Type of n. What is the type of n? It is a string data type. Now here in the Python, by default, whatever you are writing inside the input, it is a string. By default, it takes as the string data type. For example, I'm writing here once again, A is equal to input of. Once again, I'm writing. Now what happens? First right side part or left side part? Right side part. In the right side part, what is there? Input of. Input of is there means you will get a rectangular box. Whenever there is an input of, you will get a rectangular box. In this rectangular box, I'm entering the 1, 2, 3. Now it is going to store A is equal to 1, 2, 3 as a string. Whatever you have entered in the rectangular box, it is a string. Whether number you enter, whether alphabet you enter, whatever the things, it is a string. So it is going to consider as the string. Now, if you ask what is the type of A, type of A also, always it is a string. By default, it will take the string. Whatever you have entered in the rectangular box, it is considered in the string. Whether you have entered only numeric or string only, whatever you have entered. Now, sir, I want to have that 1, 2, 3 as an int of input of. So now here, if you observe, A is equal to int of input of. Right side, left side. Which one will be executed first? Right side. Inside the right side, multiple brackets are there. Which one will be executed? Inner bracket. That is input of. First, it will be executed. So in the execution, I'm writing 1, 2, 3, which is nothing but string of 1, 2, 3. This string of 1, 2, 3 can be converted to int. Yes. After converting to int, that is normal 1, 2, 3. This normal 1, 2, 3 will be stored in the A. Once the entire right side part is completed, only it will store the left side. So now A is equal to int of input of. I'm entering 1, 2, 3. That is string of 1, 2, 3. After entering string of 1, 2, 3, now I'm asking A means it is printing as 1, 2, 3. And I'm asking type means it is saying just int. Now here I'm entering like this. Sir, here first A is equal to int of input of. Here you are entering Siva. Now input of means string of Siva. Now string of Siva will be converted to int. It will throw the error. Once you execute here, it will throw the error that I can't convert the Siva. Just input function means it is going to take the value from the rectangular box. Whatever the user is entering, it is going to collect the value. That's it. Nothing else. Remaining everything is same. What is the earlier, whatever the strings we have discussed, there every value we have directly taken. Here you are asking from the user. The values you are asking the user to enter the value. That is the difference, only difference. For example, in the previous example, whatever we have discussed here, like one of them is this one, Sivarama Krishna. Is there, right? Okay. Now this one you want to convert to the uppercase or something. So you are asking the user to enter the value. Instead of directly entering that one, instead of writing that one, you are asking the here. So I'm entering Siva, caps lock I, V, A, R, A, small letters K, R, I, S, H, and something I'm writing. Now I'm executing. After writing this one, I'm executing. Now A is stored with this one. Now I'm asking A dot upper. A dot upper means everything will be converted to uppercase. Now, what is the difference between the previous one and here? In the previous example, whatever we have considered here, in this case of strings, we have written the A is equal to Sivarama Krishna clearly. This we have written. Now, the same value we are asking the user to enter. That is the difference. Once the user has entered in the backend, it is only going to happen automatically. Whatever the person has entered, it will be saved in the A. Is that clear? Nothing special is there. So just asking the user to enter the value. So now enter. Now next one, input of. Whenever you are asking the input of, it is printing an empty rectangular box. In this rectangular box, what I have to enter? Whether my name I have to enter, or I have to enter how many years of experience I am having, I have to enter. How many years of experience I am having in data science, I have to enter. Or I have to enter my salary, or my in terms of my age. What I have to enter? So here nothing it is asking. So if I am entering something, so but it is you have to enter the age. How I can know that I have to enter the age? So you are writing as input of. Now input of, instead of normal, you are writing here enter the age. Enter the age. Keep the inverted commas like this. Now what happens? Whatever you have entered here within the inverted commas, it will be printed before to the rectangular box. Enter the age. Whatever you have written here within the inverted commas, as is will be printed before to the rectangular box. Here colon is there means colon will be printed. Here no colon is there means no colon will be printed. Whatever you have written in the inverted commas, it will be printed before to the rectangular box, so that the person understands. Oh, here the in this question they are asking the user to enter the age. So we are going to enter the age as 22. example, right? So here we are entering the age, whatever the age. So now, if for example, enter your name, I have written the enter your name so that the user will understand, oh, we have to enter the name. So I will enter my name as Siva. So now this Siva will be stored in the N1. For example, if I'm not asking in terms of here, instead of name, I'm asking the age. Enter the age. I'm entering the age as 24. Okay. Now N1 is equal to what it is going to store? Answer is string of 24. 24 means wrong answer. It is going to store the string of 24. N1 will store the string of 24. So if you ask type of N1, it is string data type. If you want to convert that one to int, means int of input of enter your age. So here I'm having multiple brackets. When you are having multiple brackets, which will be executed first? Inner bracket means inside of this one. So first it will start here. Enter your age. After it will come to this one, input, rectangular box. Whatever you have entered here, now string of 24, it will be converted to int. That is nothing but 24. This 24 will be stored in the N2. Now if I execute this one, 24, string of 24, it will be converted to int. After converting, it will store in the N2. Now if you ask N2, it is normal 24. Here it is string of 24. In the above and below, N1 I'm printing this string of 24 it is showing. Here it is showing only 24 because it is converted to int. If I ask type means it is a int type. The difference between above and below. Is that clear? So if you want, you can type here itself. In the single cell only, you can write everything. Print of N1. And you can ask even the ID of, sorry, not ID, that is type of N1. And here I'm entering 24. 24 will be printed. Print of N1 means printed 24. At the same time, type of N1 means string data type. Similarly, I'm writing in this only print N2. And I'm asking type of N2. 24. The difference, you can see the difference. Right? In the first case, it is taking as string. In the second case, it has converted to int. The numbers, whatever you have written, for example, enter your age. My entry is 24. 24. I'm writing like this. Now, this 24, if you ask int means int of 24, it is going to throw the error. It will throw the error. It can't be converted. Right? Whichever is possible to be converted to int, that only will be possible. Okay. Nothing will be the special. Just input of means asking the user to enter the value. Apart from that, everything is same. If you take a normal 24 like this, it will be converted to int means yes, it is possible. Normal 24 can be converted to float. Yes, this is also possible. Can you take Siva and you convert int? No, not possible. Here it is not possible means in input also it is not possible because in the input only additional is Siva is taken from the user. That's it. That is the only difference. Remaining thing is everything is same. Input function means asking the user to enter the value and storing as a string. Input is completed. Input means asking the user to enter the value and store as a string data type. Whatever he has entered, you have to store as a string data type. If they are asking to store, now, for example, here one more example is there. Next, in the next cell, I have taken one more example. In this example, I have written here input of enter your age. I'm entering the age as 24. Now executing. What is the difference between this one and what is the difference of this one? In this and in this, what is the difference between these two? In the first case, it is storing. In this second case, it is not storing. It is just printing since it is in the last line. For example, here you are having a is equal to 10. Second line a is equal to 10 is there. Enter your age, 24. Nothing will be printed. Because why it has to print the first line? Why it will print? Because it is in the last line only it will print. By default, it will print the last line. So this, since it is not in the last line, so it is not printing. Got the point? Is that clear? So that's it. That is the end of the session. If you have any questions, you can ask. If you're not having any questions, you can quit. Online students, you can quit. Offline students, you can leave.